On to an interesting case over here. Alia, Basel, Clive. You can just refer to them as A, B, C, D, and E. It's given for that purpose. A, B, C, D, and E played a game in which each asks a unique question to all the others. I'm asking a question, the others are answering, and they respond by tapping their feet, either once or twice or thrice. One tap is yes. Okay, yes over here means one tap. Okay. Then next, no over here means two. Then we have a maybe, right? Take short notes. That's three taps. Okay, fine. I'm asking a question, the others are tapping. If A asks, B, C, D, E tap. B asks, A, C, D, E tap. Okay, fine. A total of 40 taps were heard across the 5 questions. Each question received at least one yes, one no, and one maybe. So if A is asking, 4 people are responding. Now, you will definitely have a yes, no, and a maybe. And the fourth person could be one of these repeated, right? That we can understand over here. Alia tapped a total of 6 times. Alia is tapping for B, C, D, E a total of 6 times. Alia is receiving 9 taps to her question. So you can form a table like this, right? And how do we go about it? This over here is the question asked, and these are the taps given. Taps given by A, B, C, D, E to these questions, right? Makes sense? Yes. Grand total over here is 40. That's given over here. And I'm going to have each question received, 1, 2, 3 for sure, and the last one is missing. Okay, A could not have tapped for A, right? So we're going to have a blank over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the diagonal, right? D can't be tapping to D's question. So I have 1, 2, 3 for sure, and there's a missing one, right? And there's a missing one, 1, 2, 3 and missing, 1, 2, 3 and missing, 1, 2, 3 and missing, 1, 2, 3 and missing. Okay, grand total is 40. Now this is 6 into 5, 30 accounted for. I have only 10 left for these blanks, 10. Okay. The following information is known. Alia tapped a total of 6 times. Alia has tapped a total of 6 times, okay, and received 9 taps to a question. Alia's question, total 9 taps over here. That's going to be 3, right? We were done with 30. 6 into 5, 30. 33 is done. We are left with only 7 over here. Okay, and she responded, Alia responded yes to C and D, right? Yes is 1, so it's 1 and 1, right, to C and D, fine. And we are done with the first one. D and D tapped a total of 11 and 9 times respectively. Tapping D and D, 11 over here and 9 over here. D responded no to Badal. D's response, the tap given to Badal was a no, so 2 taps. Yep, that's done. And B, D, and E received equal number of taps to their respective questions. So that's an A here, and A here. I said 30 plus 3, 33 are done. 7 left. 3 of them are equal. If I put a 1, 1, and 1, 3 are done. I have 4 left. Not possible. Can't have 4 taps. There's no 4 taps. So if I put a 2, 2, and 2, then I'm left with 1. That's fine. 7 it comes to. Now if it's going to be 3, 3, and 3, that's 9. Then this is minus 2, which is not possible to bring the total to 40. So therefore it has to be 2, 2, and 2, and a 1 extra. So this should have been a 7, followed by 8 over here, 8 over here, and 8 over here. Okay. And we have a question. How many taps did Clive receive for his question? For Clive's question, Clive received 7 taps. Quickly, some of them are filled up, right? So we can just see what we can answer. Which 2 people tapped an equal number of times in total? Tapped, right? So I need 2 missing values. Couple of them. These 2 could be equal, or with paired up could be equal. Okay, we have some more clues to work with. What was Clive's response to E's question? Clive's response to E's question, I have to find this. How many yes responses were received across all the questions? Okay, that can be done. Yes response is 1. How many ones are there? 5, 6. That's it. The answer is 6 over here. So 2 questions you can quickly answer, right? If you're running out of time, please do mark them correctly. Okay, so back to this third one. There's one more pertaining to the totals. Let's see if we can fill that. BDE received equal number of taps. We finished that. No one responded yes more than twice. Okay, response, max 2 ones. A third one did not happen. So the others have to be 2 and 2. No other way out. No more ones. So if I put a 3, it's a 1. That's not allowed. So it has to be 2 twos here. Okay. No one's answer to Alia's question matched. No one's answer to Alia's question matched the answer that Alia gave to that person's question. Okay. Tabs given by Alia was not the same by tabs received by Alia. There is A to B combo is not the same as B to A. Okay. That's interesting. The last one, I mean, this is also true to Asan, E. E also the same thing. A to E is different from E to A. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. We'll look to get rid of some of them. Okay. Last one is a short one. Clive tapped more times in total than Badal. Clive is more than Badal, right? So this is more than this. And what are the possible values? 26. We're left with 14. 14 over here can't be 7, 7. Can it be 8 and 6? Yeah, 6 is fine. Can it be 7 and 9 and 5? Next possible value. If this is 5, we have a problem because 4 of them adding to 5, 3 of them have to be 1 and 1, 2, something like that can be mixed up. But 3 ones is not allowed, right? We were told that no one responded yes more than twice. Maximum 2 ones allowed. With only 2 ones put over here, with only 2s and 3s, how do you bring it to 5? It's just not possible, right? So therefore, 9-5 combo is wrong. It should have been 8 over here and 6 over here. That's the only way it's possible. And if it's 6 over here, I know it's going to be 1, 1, 2, 2, no other way out. How else do you get 6? 2 ones only allowed. And what else do we know? Which 2 people tapped an equal number of times in total? The 2 6s are A and B. That's option 3. Now the fight is only for this third question over here, which is C's response to E. C's response to E. This particular one, which I'm underlining over there. That's it. That is all we need to find. And this is a tick as well. Now 8. Can I split up the 8 over here? Not really. 2. 11. I have 2 over here and 3 blanks. 9 more. 9 more from 3 blanks. I have to use the 3 threes. No other way I can bring it to 11. If I use 1s or 2s, it won't come to 11. That's filled up. Okay. What about this 9 over here? 4 of them adding to 9. Several ways possible right now. Right. We can't really work with this at this moment. Let's get rid of whatever we can, right? Let's get rid of whatever we can. The first one, a 3 is gone. It's a goner. So I'm getting rid of it. 2 2s are off, right? So the 2 2s, done, done. 1 and 3 are done. 1 and 3 are done. And 1 is done. I have 2, 3, 2 left. And I have 1, 2, 3, 2. So 2, 3 are gone. So that's a 3 gone and a 2 gone over here. Okay. I have 1, 1, 2, 2 left over here. Okay. So now what else do we have? We just have 5, right? So 5 over there, option number 5, or rather clue 5, along with these possibilities over here. Okay. No one's answer to Alia's question matched the answer that Alia gave to that person's question. So if Alia's question, something was given over here, so to B, right? B gave to A, then A gave to B a different number. So 2 over here, you can't have 2 again. If this is 2, this can't be 2. Now the only possibilities are 1 and 2, right? If 2 is not possible, this has to be a 1. That's it. And 1 is done. All right? We have filled up a 1 from there. We've also filled up a 1 from here. Okay? Now if A to D is a 3, then a D to A over here seems fine. Okay? Now we have 1 and 2 left. If E to A, if this is 2, I can't have a 2 over here. If I can't put a 2 there, I can only put a 3, right? So I can only put a 3. So therefore, I can say this 3 is done. Yeah. And I'm left with 2. That's also done. Okay. But I still need to find this. Now the A part is done. But this The clue actually continued. This was also true for E. Now, E, A combo and A, E are going to be different. That's done, right? But what do I have over here? I have a 3 over here, ED and DE. This can't be a 3. If this can't be a 3, I can only put a 2, right? So that's the only thing I can put. Okay, 3, 2, 5. I'm left with 4. How do I get 4 over here? 3 and 2 is 5, so I'm left with 4. 4 can't be 2 2s. 2 2s are not available. It has to be 1 and 3. Now for 1 and 3, the 3 comes from here and 1 comes from here. 3 comes from here, 1 comes from here. We're done. The remaining one is going to come here. We're done. The 2 over here has to be here. And we're left with these. And what do we have here? 1 and 2 are filled up. And I have 1 and 2 left. Now, where will this 1? 1 can't come from here. 1 has to come from here. So 2 comes from here. So 1 comes from here. 2 comes from here. I have 3 and 2. 3 and 2. And what is this 2 going to be? That's the last one we had to fill up. And the 2 over here stands for no. So option 4